Mermaids in Philippine folklore. In a country where the belief of the sirena is common, it is disappointing not to find too many legends about her. Variously called sirena, kata, dayong, and manatee in the legends, mermaids are generally described as beautiful women with long curly black hair and black eyes. They're half women and half fish. A man who doubted the existence of such creatures was lured by the singing of a mermaid. Until he was trapped, he just found himself in a crystal palace under the sea with a beautiful mermaid. At his side, he lived with the mermaid as her husband and king of her underwater kingdom. For 9 days, then he was able to escape and return to his own people. Some legends purport to explain the origin of mermaids. In a Hiligaynon legend, the first dayongs, or mermaids, were said to be a maltreated mother and child whose lamentations by the seas addressed the pity of the king of the ocean, who invited them to live in the sea and be his subjects. He sprinkled a handful of salty spume on them and they changed to dayongs, or mermaids. According to a Sulu legend, the first manatee or mermaid was the wife of a young man who turned into a manatee or mermaid after eating a kind of seaweed. In a Cebuano legend containing the promised child motif, the king of fishes agreed to supply a man with the milkfish, which his wife was craving for during pregnancy, on condition that the child be given to him when it reached the age of 7. The husband agreed and the sea claimed the child at the appointed time. Years later, the grieving couple, who would stand by the seashore every evening, saw a beautiful woman with long hair and sparkling eyes swimming near the shore. The belief that mermaids capture mortals is validated in the legends. In The Mermaid of Lake Mantuhod, a young girl and a young man were kidnapped by the mermaid. The young girl dived into the water and never came out of it. The young man, on the other hand, was lured by the mermaid through her beauty and singing. From Nueva Vizcaya come 2 legends about persons who disappeared, believed to have been kidnapped by a mermaid. 2 of them managed to come back. One of them was crazed by the experience and could not tell where he came from. The other, a fisherman, was able to describe the beautiful underwater palace of the mermaid. But in the middle of his narration, he fell down dead. My great-grandma too had her own story which he told my mother long ago, until my mother also told me the story about mermaids that they saw long ago from one of the rivers of Panay Island. These mermaids sometimes appeared to them and that these beings were singing. And then they will also disappear in an instant that you may wonder where they hid themselves. According to books of Enoch, that those women who were defiled by the fallen angels before the great flood, and they gave birth to giants, those giants whom God destroyed before or during the great flood, their spirits became terrestrial evil spirits. And those women defiled by fallen angels, they turned into sirens or mermaids. And there are also some texts that tells evil spirits or fallen angels, they are in every places and in every forms, that they could assume whatever supernatural being they wanted to be. They could appear as mermaids, tall man or caper, or even taller like the manti, which were as tall as a coconut tree or even taller. Evil spirits or fallen angels, they could even appear as any person's dead relatives, and they could also imitate the voice of a dead relatives or family to deceive people. So, this is our vlog for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the story. Like, share, and subscribe. And see you on our next vlog.